It's a silver coin, a 50-cent piece, an American Kennedy $50, but if I give it a squeeze, check it out. It's changed into a copper coin. This is the Tiger Tan commemorative coin from Copeland Coins, but another squeeze, it changes back into that silver 50-cent piece, and one more squeeze, one-handed, it changes back once more, and this is our subject of the day, the classic palm-to-palm change. It's a wonderful one-handed secret switching technique that you can do a lot of things with. In this video, we're going to explore the technique and some of those things possible. Let's get started. So yeah, for example, here's a fun effect you can do with any two contrasting coins. I'll use the $50 and the copper coin here. Watch the silver coin go where the copper was. The copper coin goes where the silver used to be, the old two-coin switcheroo, and you can do that one. Now, if you want to ramp that up a little bit, you add David Roth's secret sauce to the mix before the two coins change places. And now keep your eye on the copper coin as it goes where the silver coin used to be, and then the silver coin goes back where the copper coin was. And in David's routine, he actually puts these coins in a spectator's hand. He has them take one coin out, and even under these test conditions, he's still able to make those two coins change places. And that's David Roth's excellent copper-silver routine. Now, the modus operandi for both of those routines is essentially the move in question here. It's the classic palm-to-palm change. So we're going to secretly exchange a coin from classic palm to the tips of the fingers. First and foremost, classic palm, pretty standard stuff here. If you haven't covered it yet, it's just applying pressure from the base of the thumb and the little pinky, and it will take some practice to develop the muscle memory, the strength to hold a coin there, but once you do, you have, in a sense, given yourself a third hand, and you learn to do that with both hands. You have like two extra hands. So learn the classic palm. That's step one. And then in this tutorial, we're going to cover how to exchange that coin for a coin in the fingertips. This is the power of David Roth's classic palm-to-palm change. I was enlightened to this technique through David's teaching and his Stars of Magic video series, as well as his excellent book, Expert Coin Technique, and also Kaufman's Coin Magic, which is a great book if you're interested in coin magic. Get Richard Kaufman's Coin Magic. You'll find some great copper-silver stuff in there. So the technique begins with one of the coins secretly concealed in our classic palm position. The other coin is held in the same hand. You can hold it palm down, display it like this. You can also hold it palm up and display it like this, using the thumb base to conceal the classic palm coin. This is the Malini subtlety. So if you hear Malini subtlety, that's what that is. And from here, we're essentially going to switch the coin from classic palm onto the fingertips. It's a two-step process of dropping the coin from classic palm into finger palm position. This is finger palm position, curled at the base of the fingertips. And then the coin on the second and third fingers, which is traditionally known as fingertip rest, this coin is going to get placed into the classic palm position. So we're going to move this coin to these fingertips and this coin into this classic palm. And this kind of all happens at once. It's a two-step process, but they happen simultaneously. First of all, your goal here with this coin is going to be to reach back really towards almost to the wrist. So as we close our hand, I'm not closing the fist here. I'm bending these fingertips backwards. So what this is going to do is move the base of my fingers into a position where I can release that coin right into the finger palm spot it needs to be. And now I can come back with that $50 and place it into the classic palm as it needs to be situated. So once more, coin's in classic palm position. I can display the coin like this. When I'm ready to execute, I'm going to bend beyond the palm, drop that coin into finger palm, and then insert this one into fingertip rest. Now, I've got a big tip on this move, and this tip can make all of your coin magic look better. And really, I think even just practicing the move in this style is good for classic palm. Here's the tip. When practicing this move, and in general when doing classic palm techniques, keep your thumb and your forefinger together. What this is going to do is train you to prevent the hitchhiker thumb. I've mentioned this before, but traditionally when people classic palm objects, their thumb tends to shoot out. It's a tell. It lets people know you're doing secret actions. If you can keep that forefinger and thumb pressed together while you're placing your coins in the classic palm position, this will train you not to not to signal that tell. All right, so one more time here with the coin secretly held in classic palm position and the second coin at the fingertips and essentially on fingertip rest at the second and third fingers. As the hand closes, this coin is going to reach beyond the palmed coin so that this coin can drop into a finger palm situation, and then this coin comes down and is placed into classic palm, keeping that thumb and forefinger touching the whole time, and then I can maneuver that coin from finger palm to the tips of the fingers. So it's here. It's here, this coin gets pressed up, and essentially it should all be done in one fluid movement, and that is David Roth's palm-to-palm switch. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of effects, the transpositions that I used to open this video, where the silver coin changed places with the copper coin. And this first version just uses two regular coins. You do a simple false placement, the palm-to-palm exchange, and then the Laham mask load, and all that together makes it look like magic. So step one, false placement. We're going to pretend to put a coin from one hand to another, and if you can do the palm-to-palm change, you should be able to do the classic palm, and that's the classic palm vanish that I'm using here, kind of a toss vanish. This is a combination of some works of Albert Goshman and Jeff Latta, but in a sense, it looks like I toss that classic palm coin from one hand to another. I've explored coin vanishes on other lessons. You can dive down that rabbit hole there. Once we've done that, we can display this coin at the fingertips and then execute the palm-to-palm change to affect the transposition. And then the last step is to get this coin secretly hidden in classic palm into this hand, and that happens with the Laham mask load, which is another technique I've talked about before. It's pretty easy. As this empty hand is in a fist, we're going to drop a coin right in through the hole as the other hand kind of caresses around it. So there's the coin in classic palm position. I'm going to come over here just to tap the back, but as I do, this hand goes over the top, drops the coin in the hole, revolves underneath, and this is the Laham mask load. So you made it vanish, close it up. There's the palm coin, drops in the hole as the hand revolves around. And those two things together make it look like that silver coin changes places with that copper coin, and that is a simple two-coin transposition. Now, if you really want to perform a copper-silver routine for the laity, you got to do the David Roth sequence that I opened this video with. The silver and the copper will change places right before your eyes. Watch as the silver coin goes over here where the copper coin used to be, and again, they go back the other way. And as mentioned, David would even do this routine in a spectator's hand, giving them both of the coins. They reach in, take one out. There's the copper coin. I just give a little squeeze. That's the silver, that's the copper, and that is David Roth's copper-silver classic transposition. Now, if you want to do magic that clean, you're going to have to cheat a little bit, and in this case, I use the secret gaff. This is a copper-silver coin. So what I have here, this is a Copeland coin, copper-silver. They make a real good one with like an infinity edge. You can't tell where it changes from silver to copper, but it's like a two-sider. It's got that tiger copper coin on one side, the silver Kennedy 50-cent piece on the other. I start with that coin secretly concealed in the classic palm, and then as I introduce the plot and the coins, and maybe these are examined, the regular coins that I start with, then I execute that classic palm-to-palm change as I say the coins are going to switch places. So in the act of telling the audience what's going to happen, I've secretly switched in that copper-silver coin, and over here now is the copper coin with the silver coin hidden in classic palm. So to make these two coins change places, what's going to happen is I'm going to turn this coin over, and then this hand is going to execute the palm-to-palm change, which will affect the transposition. So as the hands close into fists, the copper-silver coin gets revolved, and then the other hand executes the palm-to-palm switch. And you can do this, I really think twice is enough. The third phase is going to happen in their hands. So do that a couple times, and then when you're ready for the killer phase, here's what happens. You have your spectator hold out their hand, you place both of the coins, you're actually going to place the gaff coin into their hand towards the thumb hole. So put the silver coin in this case with the copper on the back, say, hey spectator, hold out your hand, take the coins, make a fist, turn their hand over, and you can reach in through the thumb hole, or you could even have them do it. The idea is that in this position, when they reach in through the thumb hole, really the first coin they're going to get is that copper silver coin, or if you go in for it, same thing, copper silver coin. Probably best if you do it to manage the situation so that they don't expose the silver backing, although it does work both ways. Make a long story short, to finish the effect, we just execute one more classic palm-to-palm change here. Show the silver coin as the spectator opens their hand to find that the copper coin is here. This is a great time to maybe go into your pocket, grab the purse that the coins came from, leave the gaff behind, and that is David Roth's classic copper-silver transposition. And, you know, I teach these things as best as I could do. I also would recommend that you, the smart student, also go to the masters. Go to those Stars of Magic videos that I mentioned, the David Roth books, the Richard Kaufman Coin Magic. It's there that you'll find maybe some tips, techniques, and deeper learnings that I might have missed. And I think it's a good place to end this lesson here. Send you there, and thanks again for spending some time with me.